All right, yeah, back on that. The jobs that no one else wants. I mean, uh, that you have to make good out of the bad, and that's exactly what uh the jobs that no one else wants is. Somehow, it's like, look, I'm gonna try to warn you before bad things happen, and you're not gonna like what I'm gonna say, but I have to say it, and that's why people are chosen like that, because it's not every. I guess everyone's capable. And where I learned this from was on Ezekiel. It was like he told Ezekiel, he's like, listen, you. God told Ezekiel, he says, hey, you need to take shit, dung, and you need to bake it into the bread, your bread. And he goes, and I want you to eat it in front of Israel. And Ezekiel said to God, he's like, oh no, I've never ate nothing unclean ever, dude, ever. How are you gonna ask me to do this? But it's like God's like, he can help you through this toil, but the effect, it wasn't, he wasn't trying to punish Ezekiel and to make him eat dung. No, it was to make an example. It's like, listen, this is what we are doing. We are mixing shit with our bread. Like when Jesus broke bread, it was important. You know what I mean? It's an important symbolic reference. You know, and Ezekiel, that was it. It's like you're breaking shitty bread. You know what I'm saying? With the brethren. You know what I'm saying? This is what you're doing symbolically in a different form, but it's just as bad as this. And look at me. I have to eat this shitty bread to show you what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? God's basically, he's got to make me look foolish so that you may learn something. You know what I'm saying? At some point, whether you learn or not. After the fact, if you didn't learn, it's like, it'll be like, well, God will say to you, hey, man, look at all these people who warned you beforehand. And look at this guy with this drastic display that I handpicked because it was hidden. If I'd have chose someone who you'd expected, uh, you it wouldn't have had the effect. That's how only God can truly make uh good things out of bad things. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this whole Bible and life, purpose of life is all about. Is like, we're allowed an opportunity to better, better understand things, man. Or not, or totally rebel against it. But you can't say you weren't warned, because me even speaking this right now is a warning. I'm just repeating what I already heard from others in the past, and re-explaining it to you again, because there are multiple incursions of the same prophecy. Uh, so, but this whole job no one else wants. It's like this though. At the same time, it like I read this book. It said the a real, like a great way to explain what a ninja truly is. It's a black guy with a mop bucket, because when you see a man, he's black, so in our society, automatically, he's already down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're, it is a shame that it's like that, but like they like to keep them doing that manual labor. Mostly only sellouts get anything good, man. Mostly, I won't say all, but I'll say mostly. I mean, I'm not trying to be harsh on people undeservingly. But the black guy with the mop, bro, no, you should embrace this, because I mean, this is the irony of life. This is how you combat Satan's sick joke. The irony of life is that the black guy with the mop bucket, if you're just doing your job, man, listen, you're pretty much innocent of the bigger picture of scams and hustles and schemes that all these people that are revered in society are involved in. So, I mean, at least your hands are a lot cleaner than theirs. But the true thing about being a black guy with a mop bucket is that when people see you, they just assume you're a janitor. But you could be you could be the operative. So you appear so normal that you go unnoticed. That's the true definition of what a ninja truly is. Even angels and prophets operate on the same principle. It's like it's someone that's normal, or even they don't seem normal, but you dismiss it off as, oh, that's crazy. You normalize a supernatural occurrence by dismissing it as crazy when no, it was divine appointment. You know, so this ain't very profitable of a thing. If I glory in it, it's not by my own means. It's because God's been leaking me information over time period. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say it's by my own understanding. It was God that did it. He allowed it. So I can't say it's me, but it's like I think I'm starting to understand now. And uh it's better to be a black guy with, I guess, with a mop bucket making an honest living than it is to be a rich, revered, respected person that cheated and conned and lied his way into a position of power and authority. You know what I'm saying? And even worse, more so that they encouraged you to follow the same type of lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? To listen, there's a word, Baalim. When you say running after Baalim, it means reward for error. It means you do wrong and you're paid for it. Just like I mean, I don't like to knock the mafia like that hard, because I know there's good aspects and bad aspects to it. But it was like, you know, to take a bribe, man, to corrupt people. I mean, that's Baalim, reward for error. It's like, listen, I'll bust these people right here, but then I won't bust these people over here because they pay my bills. That's like a cop, man. That's a double standard. I can only attack the people that owe taxes, but the people who demand the taxes, I can't. Even they can do no wrong, no evil. Even if they do evil, I gotta say that's good in order to uphold a facade. That is Baalim. You know what I'm saying? Reward for error. I've done it. I've practiced Baalim myself by just following society, man, trying to make a living, trying to keep up with the Joneses, trying to appear as everything is normal. That's the thing. We've all been in Baalim. We don't even know. It's like the Bible says, how can you serve God and Mammon? Mammon is Baalim. It just means you're more about gains than anything else. Gains